What you're looking at here is a $165 gaming PC that I recently bought that is in desperate need of a refresh. It's got a bunch of dings and scratches on this really old NZXT case. The insides are pretty dirty and the cable management is atrocious. So in this video we're going to be transforming this $165 gaming PC into basically a brand new looking PC. We're also going to do some upgrades to it because it definitely is going to need some. So without further ado, let's begin. What is this thing? It's like a... I thought it was a hard drive because it's the SATA things, but no. It's like a hot swap, maybe? Interesting. Wow, I've never seen that before. It's like the dirt got like stuck to the CPU all around the area that the heatsink was making contact. Which, by the way, it goes to show how bad this heatsink is. I mean, come on. Like, you got this whole silver area around it that's not even making contact with the CPU. Whatever. Alright, while I wait for the rest of the heat sinks to dry off, let's go ahead and talk about what upgrades we're going to be doing. Now, the original builder of this system seemed to have wanted to originally go with kind of a white themed build, like a black and white themed build, so we're going to be doing the same thing. So in order to do that, we're going to be using this. This is a Corsair 220T in all the white. Now, it might look a little strange to have a blue motherboard in an all white case, but I may order some light blue and white cable extensions to kind of go with the build, and I also might set the RGB fans to light blue as well. But anyways, so I got this on Amazon Prime Day for $34. I think on Prime Day it went on sale used for like $52 or something like that, and then after using a $25 gift card I had, it brought it down to $34 after tax, which is an insane value for the case, and I think the fans cost double that on their own anyways. So we're going to be going from the NZXT H630, which I found out is an H630 instead of an H440. Be going from the H630 to this 220T. And then we're also going to be upgrading the graphics because, like I said before, I'm pretty sure that R9 360 is similar to a GTX 750. So we're going to be going from that R9 360 to this Asus RX 480. Now, so this is only the 4 gig version, but it is white, so it will match the theme of the build here that we're... it's not really a theme, but I'm going to pretend that there is. But this should be a huge upgrade compared to the R9 360, and it'll look nice in this white case. Now we have to add storage because this didn't come with any, so I have here a 240 gig SSD. This is my old SSD I used to use to test systems, but I've upgraded to a 500 gig, so no longer need this. We're also going to be, upgrading to a 1 terabyte hard drive. I know this is a laptop hard drive, but I ran out of desktop 1 terabyte hard drive, so shut up. And then the parts that we're going to be keeping is this Asus X79 motherboard, the Core i7-3820 non-K, which sucks, I thought it was a K for some reason, and 16 gigs of DDR3 that is in 6 sticks, which is weird. The previous owner had them configured to be 4 sticks here and 2 sticks here. So just for aesthetic purposes, I think I'm going to put 3 sticks in each bank of RAM slots, even though it's not going to run in like triple channel, I don't think. So let me put on the heat sinks for the motherboard and the CPU cooler, which I'm going to be reusing because I hope it's good enough for a 3820. It should be. I'm going to put all of it back together and then we're going to start doing the upgrades. Alright guys, the build is complete and it honestly turned out way better than I thought it would. I thought the blue would be super noticeable and be super ugly in here, but honestly, it's not that bad since it's got like the little white accents on it here and there. Anyway, so this turned out better than I thought it would. I decided to add a rear exhaust fan. This is an NZXT fan that is black and white. Decided to add it because, well, you can never go wrong with an exhaust fan. So the final specs, in case you haven't been listening, we got a Core i7 3820 underneath this Intel stock cooler, and it turns out that the fan in this thing is like really noisy for some reason, so may have to end up replacing the CPU cooler. But look how well I did routing this CPU fan cable. Did a pretty good job. It's sticking out a little bit there, but whatever, it's good enough. We got 16 gigs of RAM and 6 sticks, which is a little bit weird. I'm hoping that maybe somehow this will run in like triple channel or dual channel. For the graphics card, we got the RX 480 4 gig from Asus, and for the power supply, we have the EVGA 600 GD. Yeah, let's go and test this system and see if it works. I really hope it does. Alright, I got the power flipped on. You can see the standby LED on the Asus card, and this motherboard should have a standby LED. There it is. So let's hope that I wired this up correctly. It is pretty, but let's see if it actually posts. Okay, gave me a slight heart attack, just a slight one, but it is posting. Okay, let's go into the BIOS real quick. You might be able to hear the fan. It's pretty noisy. I mean, it's going at 1700 RPM, but good idle temperature, good voltage. The rest of the fans are spinning kind of fast, but anyways, I probably have to go in here and change the fan profile. But let me plug in my SSD that has all my games on it, and let's start the benchmark. So, believe it or not, everything that you just watched was filmed pretty much a month ago now, and I may or may not have done the same thing that I did with the previous YouTube video where I filmed the item, sold the item, completely forgot about it, I made the video, and now I can't really finish the video because I don't have necessary clips. I may or may not have done that with this, so however, I did manage to actually get a shot of the final product, which I'm sure you saw earlier. It looks pretty good. But I do have the benchmark saved, so I can go ahead and show how this PC performs. So none of this footage was captured from the PC because I never did any of that video capturing monstrosities. So let's start the benchmark. Alright, so the games that I tested on the system were Fortnite, CSGO, Minecraft, and Grand Theft Auto 5. I am planning to add Call of Duty Warzone into the mix of benchmarks, but I am too lazy to wait for the 100 plus gig game to download. So first up in Fortnite, we got 1080p at competitive settings. We got an average of 150 FPS. Very playable and definitely great if you're playing competitive. If you wanted to increase the settings to medium, you could get around 110 FPS on average. Pretty good considering that we're using a 3rd gen i7 CPU. Next we have CSGO at 1080p. low settings, we got an average of 200 FPS. Now, MSI Afterburner quit working with CSGO for some reason, and I cannot get it to start working again. So I'm kind of just guessing here what the FPS is, but from using the built-in game's FPS counter, I can kind of predict that the average was around 200 FPS. Next up is Minecraft 1.16, and at 1080p with 8 chunk render distance, we only got an average of 110 FPS, which is kind of depressing considering this is a 3rd gen i7, and I swear the 3770K did better, but oh well, I guess. And finally, for GTA 5 at 1080p medium settings, you got an average of 70 FPS. GTA 5 looks pretty good on medium settings, and this is also a pretty funny clip that I'm showing you here. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, definitely leave a like and subscribe. If you didn't like this video, then oh well, maybe you'll like the last one. Or you don't like any of my videos, that's also fine too. But hopefully next video will be better, because, well, I'll actually not forget that I made this video and then kind of just hastily put it together towards the end. But anyways, so hope you enjoy the fact that I took this $165 gaming PC that looks like it's been neglected for the past few years and turned it into something that can actually still play games. So hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys next time.